This meeting is being recorded.
बेसिकली पाइथन में अभी जस्ट हमने डेटा टाइप और वो स्ट्रिंग वगैरह कवर किया था। ठीक है, आई विल गो टू, वो आप गो थ्रू कर लेना, मतलब एक बारी आई विल मूव इनटू द व्हाट इज द डेटा स्ट्रक्चर। ठीक है,
Okay, data structure.
in Python basically there are four type of data structure we have: list, tuple, and set, and dictionary. Okay,
Okay.
I'll go through one by one. Okay, देखो लिस्ट बेसिकली क्या होता है। जैसे आपने टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ, सपोज you have take a integer number, you have float number, or you have a string number, and you are clumped in this bracket, like this, in this bracket, then it's become a list. Like you can, like here we just taken off an integer number, here we have just taken off float numbers, here we just taken off a string number. All these are lists. These are list of integer number, these are the list of float number, these are the list of string number. But you can combine any one of them, like even like you have taken string, you have taken decimal, you have taken one is string, one is character, one is in the decimal. So it contain mixed kind of a data type. So that is the difference between list. Basically, what is a list? List is a kind of a अगर आपको नॉर्मल डेटा टाइप के कंटेक्स्ट में अगर याद हो, इन सी में क्या होता था, एक इन्यूमरेटर टाइप होती थी बहुत पहले, अगर याद आ रहा हो तो ऐसे कुछ करके होता था, मुझे भी ऐसे रिकॉल करके आज से। तो लिस्ट इज बेसिकली आपके पास, आप जितने भी आपके नॉर्मल डेटा टाइप थे, इंटीजर, फ्लोट एंड स्ट्रिंग, यू कैन कंबाइन इन वन पार्ट.
Okay.
That is a list. Except bool, like there are four data types mainly in Python. The first is list, the second is string, first is integer, second one is your floating number, third one is your string, and the fourth one is bool. Okay, so ये basically this is the thing. And अगर आपको कोई भी लिस्ट का लेंथ निकालना हो तो आपको कैसे निकालना होगा? By doing this formula len. Len of list, like take this example, 100 Asif 17.765. It will give you there are three elements in the list. Okay. The same concept of indexing is same, like similar to the string. Like when you are working with a list, like suppose take the example, you have uh, zero. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements are there in list, and each element indexing is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and backward indexing is the same way we are using in this string. And now if you want to fetch 0th element, it will become your Asif. If you want to fill out which list 2, okay, they are particularly
Why output will be 10?
no, they are taking about list 2. List 2 they are taking. In list 2 they are pulling out the 0th position, it will be 10.
Okay.
Take the example of, yeah, then take the example of list 4. List 4 0th position is what? List 4 0th position is 1. Okay. The same way it is there. Okay. So this is the concept of list. Okay. How you can derive a list, or if you want to fetch the last list, you can use -1, that it will give you the nested list. Nested list means in list there is another list. Take the example of this. You want to go in the -1 position. Which position they want? On list 5, they want -1 position. On list 5, what is our -1 position? It is a nested list, 150 and 90. Any question in that? It's a normal straightforward one. If you have any doubt,
No.
I'll explain again. Okay. And then again the same thing if you want to fetch this is slicing, like particularly position, like the same way if I want to fetch 1 2 3, I need to go to 0 to 3, 2 to 5, like the same concept of the string as you remember in past.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing is we are doing it here. Any question, like if you want to explain beyond that area?
So actually my list क्या है like
My list is basically this. They have derived some list.
variable deriva and 0 to 1 means 0 to 3 like from 0 to 3 position it will write like 0 to
0th, 1th, and
2
2th.
to 3 4 also लिखना चाहिए ना
No,
because
no. As you remember in the string also, it will go to the -1 position. Like
okay
if you remember, like if you go for second position, 0, 1th, 2th, it
hmm
will go third and fourth. It will not include this.
okay
As you remember string, I think you forget it. मतलब, uh, The
but
concept
actually
of same. Concept is
next
same,
hmm.
but when you are using slicing, the starting will be that, but ending will be -1.
Start okay starting will be that only okay
Ending will be same. Like
minus
up
okay
now, if you don't provide anything, by default it will start from 0th only.
okay
The same way, if you don't provide, it will go -3. So what is the position in -3? -3 will go this.
hmm
Okay. And then it will go into this fashion. Okay.
okay
Same way -2, return last two item of the list, return last three. The same concept is there.
okay
Okay. And if somebody want the reverse of the list, you can return the whole list in that way. Return the last element of the list, eighth element. Okay.
hmm
Suppose I want to add a 9 in the list.
on returning whole list okay like I want to write in a reverse way at that time what I have to write
Just you need to do this thing. I'll show you. Just take an example of this. Okay. It is not writing. Sure. Take the example of this is a list. Okay.
hmm
Suppose I have taken this is a 10, 20, and 30. This is one of the list. Okay. And now I want to do this should become in reverse order. What I will do, this simple thing. You need to print the things also. Okay, list is also a L1. Okay.
why L1 you are giving
List is a is a you can say it already a keyword. That's why it is not using. Got the context?
uh-huh
Basically, it is a list is a already derived keyword for the Python. No? It will confuse us.
okay mm-hmm.
Here you see.
Then how like like now L1 will be we will be using for a list okay but how I will know actually because I don't know like what is being used in a list no at that time like how I can check
No, no, these are like I am saying telling this string. When
hmm.
you write up string, na, you write up bool, or when you write up these things, your integer, float, you see like by default these are the derived keywords already the Python is using. So it's by default it's come as a highlighted with blue. You can't use them.
Okay. And for a list,
List is like the same thing. List by default list is that list tuple.
so we can't use those one
No,
actually.
same name we can't. Otherwise the library get confused. No, Python will become confused. How to
Oh,
do this? Just you can name any name. This is a list for us.
okay.
If you want to see the type, here you will need to type the type. It will you tell about what is that. It is a list.
Like instead of L1, if I do A1, it is also
Anything,
considered as
anything, anything. Yes. Any variable you will put.
okay.
It still is a list.
Okay.
If you want to see the result also, I can show you the result also. Okay.
Hmm.
Suppose if you want to add anything in list, okay, how will
Hmm.
you do? This is the method available in list dot append.
Okay.
Means like suppose I want to add 9th, okay, in
Hmm.
the by default it go into the last position only, okay, and suppose I want to insert 9th at particularly position, okay,
Hmm.
then what will we do? How will you do? Like here is the method of insert is available to us
Okay.
on a particularly position, like on ninth position, like on the ninth position is 0th, 1th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th. In the ninth position, I want 10. Even
Hmm.
in mid of, if any mid of that, if I'll change it to 5, I can add 10. Okay.
Okay.
This is a method of the list. This is the append. Sometime in interview, somebody asks you, some can time they can ask this simple question just to know about that you know about the basics of Python or not.
Okay.
Sometimes they ask me in interview, I didn't answer these questions, these simple questions, because I never remember these things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I started the interview process, na, because I started directly PySpark.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And when the Python question comes, na, I'll say I work only PySpark. I don't know about this. But the later on, like basic things should know, like at least basic portion that can cover. At a
Okay.
high level, then I'll still say like I work primarily on the PySpark side rather than Python.
Hmm.
High level we can't cover, but like this thing we can do. Okay.
Okay.
The same way, like if you want to insert one at the one position, like take the same example. Here is he inserting one. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, better is that
Hmm.
I will give you one guidance on that. When you are doing the just do in a situation list dot. Here you see, like if you see A1, A1 dot. The A1 is a listener. Here you see this methods. A1 dot append. Like take the example of A1 dot append 40.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
How
But
it
why
is
2 times it been appended like 10, 10, 20, 30 only we had, no?
basically the thing is if you see now it's again you run it.
Okay.
Why it is happening? Any reason? Are you able to relate it? why it is empty.
How many like times we will run, no? So that will be stored in the A1 actually.
Yes. That's if you want to go in the first attempt only, like if I'll go now
Hmm.
I'll write a 50.
Hmm.
Okay.
So one time it will run. Like if you run one time it will print.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry. अब आपके पास आता है remove method होता है.
Hmm.
The same like the same insertion one, we have removed.
Okay.
The same append is there. This is a pop will pop out the last element.
Okay.
And in the same way you want to remove, you can use the same significance index position. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And in between, I want to remove at that time the
Like
position to index. Okay.
I was telling
Or,
you, like if you want to do normal last and if you want to move anything in last, just go
hmm.
directly with append and the pop. Pop pop is you can say by default it will take your last element. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
But if you want to go for a particularly position, insert and remove method is there.
Okay.
Like if you want to insert particularly position, then there is insert and remove method.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Like even also in pop you can specify whatever the index position also. Like I was mentioning, rather than if you want to use uh, pop particularly element, that is also possible instead of
Okay.
remove also. Okay.
Hmm.
Then there is the option of del. Del is delete the list. You want to remove the any index location position. Like
Okay.
suppose I want to delete 7. So del is for deleting the things.
Okay.
Same thing is
At that time, del my list index में like we have to give 6, right?
yes. Here you take the example of that. At 7th position I want to remove. It will go into the my list. 0, 1, 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It will not show you the 7th one.
Huh.
Okay. But in Delhi, you will not delete the complete list. Just in
Okay.
a particularly index position you can use. Like
Mm-hmm.
while when you doing the real time practice, you need to do in a such a fashion. You need to write all these things at here, like del. You can use del as a direct keyword, but you don't want to use as a complete list. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, like these are the main
If I
methods.
want to like del, we will not be able to delete the complete list. No, if I want to delete the complete list at that time.
There's an option available. Will show. There's another option available. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, if you want to copy a list, just my list one to my list, it will create a reference list to you. Like my list dot copy. Okay. Means there's a copy method is available to that. That will do your functionality. Okay.
Oh. Hmm.
I think that is covered. Now joining is simple concatenation.
Okay. Hmm.
Simple you 1, 2, 3, 4 is there and you are doing the things. Or rather than you can use append list one dot append or list one dot extend. Okay.
Okay.
even something is also new to me also. Like I never tried this thing to
Okay.
this extent. I know only append thing is was there. Okay. Then you can reverse the list
Hmm.
if you want to reverse the list. Like the method I have shown you also, there is also an option available, list not
Hmm.
reverse.
Okay. Hmm.
These are inbuilt functions. Like you can say inbuilt, all these things which are available in inbuilt right
Oh.
now list. Okay.
Hmm.
Now think about it term of like I'll give you an example of like six. Take an simple example of that. Okay. Suppose this is a list. Okay. This is a loop. Okay.
Hmm.
I'll cover the loop things also. Just at a high level, you understand the things.
Okay.
Okay. What it will do?
Print, no?
Got it? Like
Hmm.
whatever the things we can pass, like a loop is there. But first it will the first element of the list, then second, the third. Like loop is the you know about the loop. In loop
Huh.
you will pass out the things and do the processing things. Okay. I will cover the syntax later on, but at high level this is the thing. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to count like how many count of the like how many twos are in list, you can tell about this. These are not useful as per my understanding. The most commonly is used this one. These uh, is how you append the list, how you remove the list, how you insert a particularly, how you copy the list, how you count the you extend to list. That is the main thing.
Okay.
Okay. Till this is clear, or
Hmm. Yeah, it's clear.
all is basically if all the element in list are true.
Hmm.
Okay. And any is bill if any went on the list. ये इतना important नहीं है. फिर भी I'll tell you the concept wise कि basically अगर आपको all लगाना हो list में,
Hmm.
अब यहाँ पर देखो यहाँ पर 1 2 3 4 will return false as one value is false, value 0.
Okay.
Clear हुआ? Basically what is it they want to do? If all the element in a list are true, basically take an example of that. Suppose I want to check in a particularly all the elements that returning the true, then it is the function of any. Otherwise, it will be the function of all. This is the thing.
So actually, like in 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence, 0 is not in a sequence. Because of that, if you do
Yes,
all, it
yes,
is like, okay.
yes. Return false as one value is false. It will not come in a like this is very important one. List
Okay.
computation. Like it's mainly used in data scientist data science project also, but somewhere like with the Databricks stuff we are also use list comprehension. Basically take an example of that. I'll tell you at a high level. This
Hmm.
is the suppose take an example of that very simple one. Okay. uh, Take example of first example, like there is a welcome. Okay. I have done the same through the loop. The same thing you can do through in a list comprehension.
Hmm.
Basically, what I do in loop, I have done this thing now. The
Hmm.
same thing you have to do in list comprehension. L1, L2. Okay. Oh,
Why?
my bad. Okay. I think I didn't renew it. That's why it's saying.
Oh, okay, okay.
No problem. We'll join re again. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
The meantime, we continue. Welcome. WELCOME. Now, consider of this as a simple example.
Hmm.
Like how you write in the loop for I in A1. You write in a simple loop. Just
Hmm.
here you write this way.
Okay.
This has become your list comprehension.
Mm-hmm. I for
कुछ डाउट है तो बताओ.
so actually what to get a same list like 10, 20, 30 like we are doing I for I.
अब इसको सपोज एग्जांपल करो. I into I करना हो मेरे को सपोज.
Okay.
I into I करूंगा तो क्या आएगा बताओ.
100, 200, 300.
I स्क्वायर कर रहा हूँ ना मैं.
हाँ.
10 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है 100.
100,
20 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है 400. 30 का
400.
स्क्वायर क्या 900.
हाँ.
Suppose I multiply with 5. What will be there?
50, 100, 150.
Okay.
Hmm.
Able to relate?
हाँ.
So basically list comprehension it's a compact form when writing in code.
Okay. Hmm.
Like you see in your coding when you are working with the Databricks or your Python project, you see these things.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now suppose here if I want to check, like take an example of this. Suppose I need to go till 40 numbers. 1
Okay.
to 1 to 40. This is a range function. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I want to this is the if I will run how it will come.
Okay. Till 40 I'll be getting.
Till 40 till 39. It will go till 0 to 39th position.
Okay. हाँ.
I think it will not go 0th, it will go first as per my understanding.
Okay.
Because it will go for first. Why it is not moving? Okay. 0 to 39. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now take an example. Suppose if I want to check the number which are even only.
Hmm.
Then it is a problem.
All even number will return, whose reminder will be 0.
One problem. But there is one problem. Basically क्या था? Diff मैंने वो नहीं लिया. थोड़ा syntax का थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ता है.
Okay.
Okay. If is mentioned, because how you will tell the condition. Okay.
Hmm.
Here will show only even numbers only.
Okay.
The same thing like when you are performing the things, na, normal your if else with the loop, like
Hmm.
normal things is there. Like even you are checking the loop condition if statement, like if
Hmm.
my list one is